Mm-hmm.
because it was so beautiful.
Really?
And it's so different from Korea, where I have been living my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the buildings and the vibe and the people, everything.
Yeah, I don't have any desire to go back to England. No.
Any reason? Each feet, yes. I'm good. It's been a long time.
Yeah, what have you been up to?
I've been busy with work, and also I've been busy helping my dad clean up his store and all that, because he's retiring this month.
What did you tell me before? What store do they have?
Lighting store. Lighting.
And he's retiring.
Yes.
So how does he feel about retirement?
I don't know. He's been planning for years, and I think it's about time, because he's pretty, like, he's in his late 70s, and installing lightings can be pretty physically challenging for him. So he's been planning to retire.
So is he planning to close the store or have somebody run it for him?
No, close the store.
Do you have any plans for what he will do with his time?
He wants to travel, so he's already decided to go to Malaysia next month.
Oh, wow.
With his friends. Yeah. One of his friends lives in Malaysia. Indonesia.
Wow. So
he's
going to use his freedom and travel.
Yes.
That's brilliant. So tell me about your experiences of travel. Where have you been?
I've been to many different countries. I've been to Europe and the States, Australia, Thailand, Japan, Hong Kong, the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So where's been your favorite place?
It's really hard to pick just one country. I'm sure you can relate, but I would say Czech
Republic.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Why? what was
why?
So good about Republic?
I think it's because that was my first overseas trip. My first overseas trip, and I just felt like the whole city felt like surreal.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was so beautiful.
Really?
And so different from Korea, where I have been living my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the buildings and the vibe and the people, everything.
So have you been back there since that first experience or not?
No, too far from here.
Oh, wow. So where do you plan to travel that you haven't been to yet?
I don't plan to go anywhere yet, but I have been to Australia before once. I stayed in Melbourne for 2 months, and I was gonna stay longer, but something happened back home, so I had to come back earlier than I'd expected. So if I have a chance, I'd like to stay there like longer.
But how long?
How long? I don't know. Maybe 3 months or 4 months.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I can stay that long because of the visa issue, but
Australia, if you're under 32, maybe 31, 32, you can get a 1-year work visa fairly easy. And I think after that age, it's quite difficult, which I find a little bit offensive, actually. I'm 47 and I feel like I've got more energy and more about me than a lot of
more experience, right?
Yeah. So I find that a little bit offensive, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't it a working holiday visa?
Yeah.
Because I stayed there on working holiday visa back then. So I was gonna stay for a year.
Yeah.
But I had to come back.
Wow.
So
You
and
only
I
got
still
2
miss.
months out of the year.
Come again?
You only got to stay for 2 months out of the planned year.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That
Yeah,
must have been
so-
so disappointing. Wow. So how long ago was that you were in Australia?
How long ago? I was in my late 20s. So maybe
8 years? 7 years?
7 years. About
So
7
you've
years.
waited a long time then to go back.
Sorry?
You've waited a long time to go back then.
Right. Yeah. I can't go on a working holiday visa anymore. So I would just travel there.
Yeah.
Maybe someday. Yeah.
Yeah. Would
Someday.
you still like to spend a year in another country, or was it just at that time?
I think it's at the time.
So
spend
now
a
you'd
year.
be
I don't know.
happy. Now you'd be happy with just a couple of months, explore somewhere. You wouldn't like to go to another country and stay for a year.
I don't have that desire at the moment. Just traveling a couple of months or several months would be fine.
I don't ever want to go back to England. Although I've stopped traveling now. I'm not traveling anymore, obviously. But yeah, I don't have any desire to go back to England. No.
Any reason?
I think travel's just in my blood. Do you know the saying, itchy feet? Itchy feet.
Itchy feet, yes.
I've always had very itchy feet. I think I have gypsy blood and itchy feet, and I've just always been that way. I was always obsessed with different countries when I was younger and wanting to go to different places I saw on the TV. And yeah, my dad traveled a lot before I was born, all over the world. My mum was in the Navy. She traveled a lot. And in our house, we had things from all over the world. My mum had huge carvings she got from a cow skin shield and arrows that she got somewhere off Africa. And so growing up, the house was always filled with things from other places. And she had a pale blue denim jacket. So I used to ask her to tell me stories about the places that she'd been to. But she told me so many. So sometimes she'd just say, I'm busy, I'm cooking, not today. So if she wouldn't tell me stories, I would go to her bedroom and I would take out the pale blue denim jacket and read it, because she'd written on the jacket everywhere that she'd been to.
Wow.
And I just used to read these names, and some of them I'd never heard of. Like one was a place called Tin Can Island. And I just used to sit and daydream about all these places. So I always wanted to leave England. And as I got older, I think and learned a lot more about different cultures. I think I just felt really dissatisfied with English, Western lifestyle in general, to be honest. The Western lifestyle, it's not for me.
Yeah. Oh, so what was your experience there? Did you go to Prague?
Yes, Prague and Český Krumlov, which is near Prague.
Is that what kind of place is that?
Kind of places.
It's a small. Is it a small town near the city?
Yeah, right. So it looked like a fairy tale.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So all of the buildings were very small and pretty.
So that's why you wanted to go there in the first place, or that's what happened when you were there?
What happened when I was there? Yeah, I stayed there for a couple of days, and I just looked around the city, Prague, and I forgot the name of the bridge.
I know.
It's really, it's very popular. Charles Bridge.
Yes.
Have
Is
you
it
heard
Charles
of it?
Bridge? I've been there as well. Yeah, I know the bridge you're talking about. but I can't remember the name either. But it's a very famous bridge, and
Yeah.
usually, did you see the artists on the bridge as well?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
the
cool.
views were amazing, and I was there in the evening, so I got to see the sunset as well. Sunset
Ah,
on the bridge.
yeah,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah,
Mm.
beautiful.
During small talk, Emily's dad has a lighting store, but he is retiring this month.
So I've been busy helping my dad clean up his store and all that because he's retiring this month.
What did you tell me before? What store do they have?
Lighting store. Lighting.
Lighting.
Melbourne in Australia has been Emily's favorite place.
I would say Czech.
Czech Republic.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Why? what was
Why?
so good about Czech Republic?
I think it's because that was my first overseas trip. That was my first overseas trip, and the whole city felt like surreal, because it was so beautiful.
Really?
And so different from Korea. The buildings and the vibe and the people, everything.
Emily got to see some dancers and the sunrise on a famous bridge in Prague.
I forgot the name of the bridge.
I know.
It's really, yeah, it's very popular. Charles Bridge.
Yes.
Have
Is
you
it
heard
Charles
of it?
Bridge? I've been there as well. Yeah, I know the bridge you're talking about. But I can't remember the name either. But it's a very famous bridge, and
Yeah.
usually, did you see the artists on the bridge as well?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
the
cool.
views were amazing, and I was there in the evening, so I got to see the sunset as well. Sunset on the bridge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah,
Mm.
beautiful.
Nat doesn't ever want to go back to England because she's always had itchy feet and doesn't like Western lifestyle.
I don't ever want to go back to England. I've always had very itchy feet. I think I have gypsy blood and itchy feet, and I've just always been that way. I think I just felt really dissatisfied with English Western lifestyle in general, to be honest. The Western lifestyle, it's not for me.
It's only you.